One of the key questions in the H-1B controversy is, do H-1B restrictions create more American jobs? That's the question we're going to be digging into today. Hello, Dan Trudeau here. I'm the VP and Executive Recruiter at PRA USA, and today I want to talk to you about H-1B visas and the effect the programs had on the American workforce. Now, we've done several videos on our YouTube channel here about, myths and realities about the H-1B visa, about the shortage of skilled talent, things like that lead to a lot of companies hiring H-1B people. But very recently, some studies have been done to show what the actual end effect of the H-1B restrictions have been on the American workforce. It all hinges around that one big question. Have restrictions on H-1Bs led to more Americans getting hired? To answer this question, first, we've got to go back to 2004. 2004 is actually the key year because despite all the recent controversies around H-1Bs, at the end of the day, the law today is the same as it was 4 or 5 years ago. There's more hesitancy to use it because of requests for evidences and just all the controversy around it. But 2004 was the year where the number of available visas went from 195,000 down to 85,000 per year. Nothing else has had the significant impact of that one year. So that was actually the most significant restriction of H-1Bs in the last 20 years. And a recent study looked at things from that year forward to see what the net effect of those restrictions have been on American jobs and American hires. So what did this study discover? Okay, for every 10 unfilled H-1B eligible position, 3 of those positions were shipped overseas. They went to the company's foreign development offices. They just left the United States, period. Almost 7 of those positions weren't filled at all. What happened was the company either moved people around to cover the work, or they hired an outsourcing company to do it for them, or they got it done through some university industry partnership. A very small fraction of those positions went to American workers, American engineers, American IT people, etc. So the end result of those restrictions has not been a whole lot of Americans getting hired, which is not a big surprise to those of us in the tech industry. People who work in recruiting, like myself, in areas like electronics engineering, embedded controls, things like that, including with colleagues I've had who work in IT, we know that there's a severe shortage of real good technical talent in the United States, and we have a hard time filling those positions even when you can consider H-1B visas. Think of this. Nearly half of all graduates of STEM programs from American universities are foreign nationals. Combine that with something like the engineering unemployment rate in this country, which never went beyond 5% even during the COVID crisis, and what that equals is Americans who want to get tech jobs and who are good at their fields that they choose are getting positions. H-1Bs are not stopping them from doing that, nor are they driving salaries down. The fact is, right now, for an H-1B applicant, you've never had greater odds against you in terms of getting an H-1B visa. This year, 2021, there were 308,000 H-1B applicants for 85,000 open visas. And as the study shows, these restrictions are not leading to a lot more Americans getting hired. A small fraction of those 10 unfilled H-1B available openings went to Americans. The rest were shipped overseas, outsourced to other companies. So if the goal of the H-1B restrictions is to allow more Americans to get jobs, it's simply not working. And this problem is just going to continue to snowball until we're ready to set these myths aside and get to real solutions. Hope you enjoyed the information I brought today, and make sure you like, share, and most of all, subscribe to the PRA USA channel, because over the coming years, we're going to be bringing, real job market info, interviewing, job hunting tips, hiring tips for employers, whatever we can bring to this channel to make sure that you're getting the benefit of our 30 plus years of experience in tech recruiting. So again, make sure you like, share, subscribe, and I'll see you again here soon.